3 true stories that prove horror doesn't need monsters. Just people. A couple's dream home becomes a stalker's playground. A broken relationship that never truly ended, even after he was gone. And a family getaway, haunted by something that doesn't leave footprints. Imagine this. You're settling into your perfect new house, only to find a masked figure standing in your garden under a flickering light. Or you're just trying to enjoy a coffee, and a total stranger leans in and says, "Chin up, sunshine." Words only your ex ever used. What if you're woken up at 3 a.m. by your garage door shaking violently, but there's no one there? 3 nights, 3 truths, 1 channel that will never let you sleep. Welcome to Fearology. If you're ready for terror that feels a little too real, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss what's coming.
Welcome back, Shadows. If you're fresh meat here, strap in tight. This lair peddles true terrors that slither into your bones and feast on sleep. Tonight, 3 blood-chilled horrors from ordinary souls, now forever haunted. No fairy tales. These are jagged confessions carved in fear. Kill the lights, bolt the shadows, and surrender. First descent. My girlfriend and I clawed our way into that dream crypt. A velvet trap of walls that hug too close, whispering promises of forever. Bella, our rugged rescue cat, slunk in like a black omen, her eyes gleaming with secrets. Bliss cuddled fast when we spied the neighbor's husk, a gutted shell, renovation aborted, its festering garden oozing into ours like spilled rot. No barrier, just a gaping maw inviting the abyss. Lurking behind, a squat den of feral shadows, mid-20s wolves in human hides, slinking through the void to prowl the street. We dismissed the trespass, old keys perhaps, lies we told the dark. First night, a siren's lure, wine bled red in the garden, stars mocking our vows as we murmured eternities. Then, eyes. From the black socket of a window behind, a face materialized. A pallid skull, voids for eyes, devouring us whole. No flicker of life, no veil, just raw, ravenous hunger pinning us like specimens under glass. Flesh crawled. We endured 30 heartbeats of that void stare before fleeing to the house's brittle embrace. Days smeared into domestic delirium. She wrestled boxes like demons. I chained myself to the grind. One velvet evening, garden reverie shattered. The board fence groaned like a dying breath. 3 silhouettes clawed through, those beasts, sacks bulging with contraband filth, gazes slicing like switchblades. The pup, 29-ish, dangled stolen suds like bait for the damned. "Fancy a taste?" he rasped, voice gravel over glass. We recoiled, hurling brittle jest to mask the quake. His grin split like a wound. "Suit yourselves." They dissolved into night, but the violation lingered, their boots claiming soil as if we'd already bled out. 2 fledglings, barely 20, ripe for the reaping. The siege ignited. They'd scaled the fence like spiders from hell, spilling into our sanctum with guttural howls and stares that peeled skin from soul. Mid-dust ritual in the front chamber, phantoms in blue slithered the flank. Officers, prying the barrier, probing the corpse lot like grave robbers, then evaporating silent. Omen ignored, routine wrought, we lied. Doomsday knock, badges at threshold. That pit behind, purged. Those curs, antisocial plagues tormenting the block's ghosts. Euphoria's false dawn. No more shades haunting our Eden. We burrowed deeper, blind to the gathering storm. Then, Bath's porcelain tomb. A cataclysmic thunderclap from the void. Pulse erupting, I shredded clothes, lunged to her in the spare crypt. She filmed, porcelain pale, finger to lips like sealing a curse. "Behold," she breathed. Feeds glow, an apparition, fresh fiend, eyes feral pits, jabbing at our casement. Detecting her lens, he erupted. Bull rage charge, clawing our latch in passing frenzy. Barred but undeterred, he wheeled, demolished the fence ruin, and hammered the empty husk's panes with fists like sledgehammers from the pit, screams echoing as if summoning the damned. Sirens wailed. Badgers devoured the real, etched our dread. Guard your throats, they growled. But the latch test? Prelude to vivisection. What abominations brewed in that black? Nights birthed nightmares. 2:16 a.m. A wolf's howl pierced. That lecher's dirge, flaying women's nerves to ribbons. Then, scratch. Talons etch in our bedroom veil, intimate as a lover's grave dig. Cameras erased voids. We coiled fetal, pulses thundering apocalypse, till false light clawed the horizon. Sanctuary at mothers, bolt hole from the hunt. Dawn's return, desecration. Ring sentinel, savaged. Innards, SD heart, plucked and discarded like offal. Their mark, those spectral hounds. Badges redux, seal every seam. Theft's harbinger, they sharpen blades. Raw truth, laced with venom. Whistles wove into reveries like barbed wire. Crashes convulsed foundations. Fence breaches, nightly rituals for the unholy. Reports rained futile. Scores of pleas to the indifferent void. Door untested since mercy's crumb. But illusion. 3 weeks festered, mirth over reliquaries curdled. Live gaze, ebony wraith, mask devouring half his face, cowl a shroud, limbs crucified in our yard. Skull lolled, impaling us with inverted piety's mockery. Mute, yet lips writhed. Curse? Conjuration? Petrified, we forgot the capture. He rotated, stalked the far vein. Sentinel for 30 eternities. Dread's gargoyle. Badges sneered, ogling's no felony. Lawn profanation? Hysteria's spawn. Slumber? Butchered myth. Each groan birthed them anew. 2:52 a.m. Shriek. Beams violated our sanctum. Twin masks, one brandishing crowbar's gleam, Reaper's fang. Why our flesh? Sport? Dominion? His evolution. Boulevard burlesque. Gestures like curses, roars clawing skyward. Our glimpses met abyssal voids, precision tool for marrow melt. Badges circled, proof like vultures. We fortified, eyes everywhere, reels amassing like talismans against oblivion. Impotent still. Mere hours passed, he manifested anew, gaze auguring through panes like drill to crypt. We snared it, vital strangling. Escalation's cusp. We'll howl it to the ether, heap the night. Listen close. That chill's just the prelude. This next descent, it'll make you doubt every whisper in the wind. Look, fleshbag, this one's a psyche shredder, straight from the abyss of doubt. I'll sound like a shrieking spectre, unraveling in madness. Label me fractured, I'll wear the shards. But etch this, truth's blade, honed on hell's whetstone. It clawed me raw. 3 moons since severing Caleb. 2 venom years of invisible nooses, tightening with every breath. No bruises bloomed, but his web, a surgeon's snare, dissecting will. He'd chronicle my digital pulse, interrogate slips to snare deceit. I eviscerated ties, digits reborn, feeds incinerated, layer transplanted, liberation's lie. Then, the brew witch. Midweek sacrament at a fetid cauldron den. Maiden voyage, scarce. A smile fractured. Morning glow, little ray. Veins congealed. Caleb's lash, flogged in phrase. Buck up, ray of doom. Anomaly rarer than raven's tear. Serendipity? Gulped the gall. Strikes multiplied like plague. Cab conjurer, half-century husk. Eyes me via mirror murk. Unraveled your flight's riddle? Offhand, as if carving runes. Caleb's verbatim venom, post-bearing. His breath ghost probe. What chains you? I strangled, pardon? Chuckled conspiracy. I? Blind panic's thrall. Market wraith, shoulder skull, venom spit. Poofing's no escape. Pavement poltergeist. Tresses defined still. Desk demon, crooning our war dirge, growling, this dirge is your thrall. Visages kaleidoscoped. Youths bloom to elders rot. Sexes blurred. But orbs? Monochrome malice. Penetrant, as if his horde in masquerade. I splintered, hexed his skin. Bind his puppets. Retort. Caleb's chained in penance ward. 6 cycles, voiceless. Rot. Wail for villainy, till her ether tome unveiled. Him, desiccated wraith, talons on redemption token. Not his hand, yet whose? Nocturne stretched to labor's pyre, then a toxin tomb, pristine yet profane. 10 bells crawl, shroud hood, phantom sonata muffling hunts. Alley bend, slouched shroud opposite, crown bowed to abyss. Frost bites deep, Ray? Blind to me, stone sermon. I spectral slid, ascended to bolt-riddled redoubt. Sentry to aurora, rouse ruin. Threshold rug inverted. Apex solitude, no wanderers. Reverse, ink curse. Resculpt your mask at will, recognition's eternal. Guts rebelled, bile's baptism. In escape, unburdened bolt, barren of relics. 4th tier sepulchre, stale cocoon. Till 2's witch knell. Peep vortex. 40-something void visage, portal glare soulless as sepulchre. Wordless. Vanished. Concierge. Wing barren, echoes only. Revelation's fang. Orchestrated. His lexicon ladled to legions. Penitent Caleb, strings sovereign. Memory's miasma, his coven gab, efficiency eldritch. Cult codex unveiled, ritual relays for spectral siege. No stalkers, simulacra. He peddled his poltergeist, mercenaries mocking, etching his ectoplasm on existence. Psyche's plague, forcing eternal vigilance for his phantom leer. Dominion undying. Probed pits, barren. Exorcised anew. Tresses transmuted. Veils voided. Oaths to allies. Held, till week's wound. Tome trove trek. Phantom espers. Cowering in codex's ray. Pace unbroken, gaze ungiven. Perpetual? Shadow syndicate stipend? Coven carnival. Who flays ray nearest claim the crown. Countenances? Treachery's tapestry. Doubt's demon gnaws neural cords to fray. Spot the shimmer. Flee the flesh. Final plunge twists kin's hearth to hell's hearth. We, burrow folk chained to hearth's humdrum, reeled when aunt's siren sang Great Lake's lure. But blood bonds beckoned. 18 spectres crammed a shore shrine Airbnb. Vast, mare's maw mimicking ocean's maw. Corky brimmed, exiling 4, me, kin trio, to annex garage's upper crypts. Relic reek, mildew mire baths carpeted in decay, linens leprous, portal bolt beggar's farce. Scourge scorned the shack. Dawn 1, Elysium's deceit, cauldron baths, dune dreams, skyline siren. Twilight towed us in, kin curses mirrored mine, damned draw. Dread's dew beaded, intestines oracle, scarred by Detroit's despoil. Veils thin, watch the warp, I hissed. They heeded, violation's venom versed us all. Witching wash weight, puny churns, phased purges. I ferried lone to Undercroft, transmuting sodden to seer, ascending laundered lies. 237's dirge, palates blind, weariness win. Blaze defied aunt's behest, kin collapsed. I, luminary lure, sentinel slumber. 3's abyss, crack. Garage veil violated, carcass collision quake. Cold convulsed, kin comatose. Gale, nay, necrotic thud. Scotex, reprise ruin. Litlair vigil, inert. Triad titan, frame fractures. Kin catapult awake. Echoes, rhetoric. Ether barrage to aunt, 411's flare rouses Uncle's phantom patrol. Raps resound. Uncle, Sire, Alphakin, visages volcanic. Harvest horrors, Stalker's stench. Viscera vortex. Sacks savaged. Stampede to core cauldron. Plan kindles, salon seance. My quakes corroborated. Aunt shadows Uncle's bay. Fie. Core portal clangs, breeze bereft. Frenzy. Fiend infiltrated. Subterranean scour. Sterile. Youths yonder. Uncle's unholy hymn. Silhouette spectre stern garage bared. Basilisk bind. No flight at fanfare. Just ether evisceration. No leaf lament. No tread trace. Stoic sire vows. Sire's surface, jester jinxes. Core curse, garage grotesque, twisted to torment. Jester's jest at Lucifer's lunch, abysses affront. Kin caravan, void. Duo dusk, shack shun. Lounger lairs, flagstone funerals. Dam yields dais, secondary vigil. A settee sentry, For's phantom paws porch plod. Lids locked. Voyeur's venom. Subdoor shudder, frail fetter forced. Bolt, literal lost, slumberers sealed. Fled fleet, Monday's manumission. Return right, my underloan? Lurkers lure, Chronos cursed to crashes. Conjectures congeal, spite spire locals? Hostile host hex? Or otherworld? Non-flea, mist melt, jinx juddernaughts. Landlord lost on lens lore, shore siren's sub-zero scowl. Wasteland wrath at wanderer wraiths. We, wraiths wisp thin, worshipful. Primal pack pilgrimage, fear forged. Not finale, but waves wage, souls slaughter. Your nightmare nectar, lost ones. 3 verities proving lairs lie in wait. Lovers' ghosts gnaw endless, jaunts jaw with fangs. Smash approval if ensnared, bind to the black, spill your spectres below. Slumber sound, or scream, till the void calls again.